What is house hacking? House hacking is a strategy where you can purchase a property, live in a part of it, and then rent out the rest. This could mean buying a 2-bed condo or one in den and renting out the second bedroom, and or purchasing a home with a group of people that has a basement suite. So the goal is to have your tenants' rents cover as much of the mortgage and expenses as possible, essentially allowing you to live for cheap while building equity. So, the benefits of house hacking. First, affordable home ownership. In hot markets like Vancouver and Toronto, house hacking might make home ownership actually achievable. No promises. But you still might find this a little bit easier in lower value markets. Tax advantages. As an owner-occupant, you may qualify for capital gains exemptions when you sell if you live there for the whole time. Next, easier financing. You can use residential mortgages instead of getting a mortgage designed for rental properties. It's a learning experience. It's a great introduction to being a landlord and a property investor because you still have hands-on with the property. And when tenants live with you, you also have different rules. So the rules are less tenant-centric versus the regular tenancy laws, i.e. you don't have to give them 4 months notice if you want them to move out. You also don't have to get special tenant insurance and so on. Check with your local residential tenancy board. Another benefit, wealth building. You're wanting their rent to cover a lot of your expenses every single month. House hacking strategies. First, joint venture on a multi-unit property or potentially a home with a basement suite. In less expensive areas in BC, you can look at duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, and potentially a house with a basement suite that you can joint venture on. Suffice it to say that you can potentially go in groups to buy bigger properties to rent out part of it. If you rent out a room in a larger place, this could be ideal for university towns and high demand areas. You can also look for laneway houses, as these are getting more and more common, and or short-term rentals. Now, this may not work in all areas in BC because of the new law, but in places where you can consider housing in Airbnb and doing short-term rentals. Drop a comment below if you think I missed any, because there's probably more ideas out there, but those are just a few to get you started. Now for legal considerations. Remember, each province has its own landlord-tenant laws. In BC, there's the Residential Tenancy Act. Make sure you're familiar with your local laws by calling the residential tenancy branch in your area. You'll want to know information on deposits, rent increases, evictions, maintenance responsibilities, privacy, entry rules, and lots more. Next, final considerations. When you move into a property, you'll need only 5% down for an owner-occupied property. This will cost a bit more on the whole for your property because you'll need mortgage default insurance, something like CMHC provides. But in my opinion, it is worth it to get your foot in the door for a property. Mortgage approval for owner-occupied properties. Lenders may give you an easier time to get that mortgage approval and may consider potential rental income. You'll want to do a cash flow analysis and factor in all the expenses, including maintenance and vacancies, to make sure this house hacking plan will work for you. And as for taxes, consult an accountant about reporting your rental income and claiming your expenses on your taxes to see where you can have the most savings. Tips for success. Location is key. You want to choose areas with strong rental demand. You want to thoroughly screen your tenants. Good tenants make house hacking so much smoother. Set clear boundaries. You want to establish rules for shared spaces because you have to live there too. And you want to build an emergency fund because you want to be prepared for unexpected repairs, vacancies, and what have you. And last, but certainly not least, you want to plan for the future. Consider how you'll exit the property or scale up if you want to. In conclusion, house hacking can be an excellent excellent strategy for Canadians looking to enter the real estate market and build wealth who don't have a ton of money upfront. It's not without its challenges, but with careful planning and execution, it can start you on the path to financial freedom. That's how I got started. If you are interested in exploring house hacking opportunities in BC, please don't hesitate to reach out. And don't forget to download my free ebook below on how to buy your first rental property. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more real estate tips and strategies.